Good afternoon / early evening for people joining us here on the stream for the Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2018 in beautiful Barcelona. You are about to watch Germany versus Poland. I'm the Golden Snatch, and I am joined by Snuggins, who is going to run us through the roster for Team Poland.
Absolutely, thank you very much, Snatch. So up today, we've got Poland skating in the white. We've got number 12, Adam. 125 is Rickrolled. Number 13 is Jay Liddell. 17 is Pika. 247 is Lil Joker. 33 is Gregski. 360 is Mad Science. 42 is Photon Torpedo. Number 5 is Cash Overflow. 614 is Special K. 7 is Pico. 77 Unique D. 79 Radar. 81 Brutal Impact, and 88 is Black Blizzard.
And skating in the black for Team Germany, we have 111 Andy Barr, 12 Michael Brodo, 13 Atom Bump, 133 Pantera, 1337 Joaquin Ludwig, 17 Locomotive, 185 Soren Schneemann, 23 David Nowak, 3 Mahatma Bronson, 308 Baltic Bastard, 31 Philip Schmidt, 4 Bloodwood Ellie, 5510 Gary Bagley, 619 Krasa College, 666 Alexander Thilman, 667 Psycho Crusher, and 85 Track Diver. So just to give you a bit of context on both of these teams, they have both played one game already today in the early group stages. Neither team have won today. So Germany played Canada earlier on. Canada took the win very convincingly, 182-5. And Poland played Mexico earlier this morning. Again, Mexico winning 275-3. So both teams at quite significant negative differentials will be really, really keen to put a win on their board for their nation today. So we will have to see what happens, because this is Derby and anything can happen. It's the joy of it.
It is. It's fantastic stuff. And I mean, we've seen so many fantastic games already today, and even the games that have had reasonably hefty score differentials, they've still been actually really good games with a lot of interesting gameplay.
Oh, it's been phenomenal Derby today, and actually what I've really loved is watching the underdog teams really challenge the ones who are coming in as the favourites, like watching Japan against USA earlier. Yeah. Japan didn't put a single point on the board, but my goodness, it was they really riled Team USA at various points in the game. So I don't think that anyone can write either of these teams off. Germany's stronger in terms of rankings. They have played in the World Cup before. They ranked 14 out of 20 in 2016, and this, of course, is Poland's first appearance at the World Cup. But look at that lovely action on the screen. Yeah. All of the high fives. It's very good-natured. It's competitive. It's intense. But ultimately, everyone's here because they really love playing this silly eight-wheeled sport. And we love announcing it. So smiles all round.
So we're going to get straight into the action. First up to jam for Germany, we've got Psycho Crusher, and Poland have put Radar up on the board. And that's going to be Psycho Crusher for Germany round the outside to pick up our first lead jammer of this game.
And in the meantime, Radar taking a bit of a knee in the back of the pack. You can see on your screen that he has barely moved past the jam line. Germany's block is holding strong. Loses a blocker to the box, now 2 to beat. And Radar is out of the pack.
Psycho Crusher going for the hit it and quit it, picking up that full 5 Grand Slam, calling off the jam. Both teams already having more success than they've had in their games already. Both of them took quite a long time to get out of the pack when they were completing those initial passes, and that was comparatively a very quick jam.
Yeah, I think we're going to see this is a bit more of an evenly matched game than the two teams that they respectively played earlier. So I think that's going to make it even more competitive. And we have now number 3 for Germany. Oh, is it number 3? It is. Sorry. Mahatma Bronson in the black and gold.
And in the red and white, that's number 17, Pika for Poland. Pika is your foremost jammer. Pushing one blocker left to pass. Bagley just managed to take off on the inside.
Pika is lead, but recycled back right round to turn 1. And makes that decision to call the jam and conserve the opportunity to get any points. So a nice little defensive decision there from Team Poland.
Now, dare I say it, it looks to be relatively light on penalties so far.
Snooks.
I'm sorry.
You know what's going to happen now. So we will now see 14 penalties this jam, thanks to the announcer's curse. Well, we'll see what number 42 from Poland, that's Photon Torpedo, can do against 23, David Nowak for Germany. Pack stuck before the pivot line there. Torpedo being drawn back, resetting. Nowak takes a step to the in. Torpedo takes a step to the out.
Torpedo is your lead jammer. However, Nowak is also out of the pack, only about 10-15 feet behind, and the pack is shifting.
Yeah, they're putting their wheels on for sure, getting good use out of this lovely slippery floor. And there you see on your screens, Torpedo falling gracefully to the floor and tapping his hips to cool off the jam.
So that's going to be 2 games in a row, Torpedo putting the first points on the board for Poland. He was the one that managed to bag those 3 points earlier on today.
What a man, and 3 points can feel like 300 when you're down by a couple of hundred, let me tell you. So yeah. First point on the board for Poland, score stands at 6 to Germany, 2 to Poland. I'm liking how this game is shaping up. We're only 4 minutes in, but it's nicely contended.
Yeah.
79 Radar up against Track Diver, 85 for Germany.
Rick rolled up front, giving a little bit of offense to Radar, trying to break up that tripod. However, Track Diver on the inside picks up lead jammer.
And on your screen, you see the pack moving in the far straightaway, now resetting, coming into turn 3. Radar forced to reset behind a 2-3 wall of Germany. And Track Diver is off to the box on a back block. So this is the first power jam of the game for Poland. You can see a sea of Track Diver sitting pretty there in the Cheezels Bearings penalty box.
And Snatch, looks like we're going to have a jammer switcheroo. Radar picking up a cutting penalty. So we're going to switch out those jammers. Track Diver is standing in the penalty box, so it's not quite going to be a full 30 seconds that Radar needs to serve. But we've still got 50 seconds on the jam clock.
Love a 2-minute jam. More derby. So on your screen, you see Track Diver entering into the turn. Germany lining up in a very disciplined inside line sweep. Radar just catching his breath there in the penalty box on your screen. Great hold there by Poland to slow Track Diver down despite that offensive sweep.
Really great penalty kill to kind of almost cancel out that incredible offense.
Track Diver now working on a Polish tripod. Some offense coming in from his teammates, but some reforming going on coming into turn 1. And as the jam comes to its conclusion, we are going to see another penalty issued to Radar. And it looks like, look, see, I told you, you jinxed it. We now have 3 Polish players in the penalty box, and it's your fault, Snooks, because you said that it was fine. Apologise to the nation of Poland immediately.
Poland, I'm sorry.
You should be.
The pierogies are on me.
So Psycho Crusher on a power start for Germany and makes very short work of the Polish blockers, one of whom has been ghosted in the back and just cannot get to his fellow pivot. Tries taking a knee to duck through the wall. You can't do that.
No.
This isn't a children's playground. It's not a tunnel.
Interesting work there by Lil Joker, however, deciding to... He could see that his co-blocker couldn't get through the pack, so instead of trying to get everyone to come forward, he's joined him at the back, so they've got that little bit of defense together.
On the other hand, having that wall at the back of the pack is not the best defensive strategy, but this is roller derby. You've got to roll with the punches or roll with the with the wheels or
Blocks?
something.
Shoulders?
Roll with the blocks? Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
So Psycho Crusher just crushing that jam. Huge jam for Germany there, 19 points. I think that is our biggest jam of the game so far.
Yeah.
I've just had that confirmed. Thanks, Bad Sausage, our lovely producer to my left. You can't see her, but she's looking fantastic.
She really is. As are you, Snatch.
Oh, and as are you, Snooks. Yeah, we try hard announcers. We're not just great at the talking, we're great at the outfits and also the modesty.
Oh, yeah. Piles of that.
Buckets of it. So, the score, the derby, 34 to Germany, 2 to Poland. So, Germany opened up quite a bit of a lead after a few much more contentious jams. Mahatma Bronson and Pika, the jammers of the moment. Lead just now being assessed to Bronson of Team Germany.
Pika just managed to get himself around that last blocker over on turn 2 to pick up that initial pass. Big hits in the paxi, lots of people taking a tumble.
Some lovely little shoulder hits there, if you saw on the left of your screen. Bronson coming around, very nice and controlled, nothing unnecessary. Points on the board for both teams though. Poland picking up 3 to Germany's 4, chipping away at that differential.
And Snatch, this next jam is going to be brought to us by Roller Derby Elite. Roller Derby Elite, the brand that is the sport of Roller Derby Elite, proud sponsor of Worldwide Roller Derby and platinum sponsor of Team USA.
And we are, of course, really grateful to all of our sponsors who you'll be hearing more about over the course of the next 3 and a bit days if you are joining us here on the stream. We have 23 Nowak up against Photon Torpedo. Still a couple of blockers for Poland in the penalty box. Oh, and that was the quickest jam of literally all time. And we're just pausing that jam because we had a Poland player sitting in the box with a head injury, so the EMTs are just seeing to him now. And that timeout for injury is over. Remember, the clock does not stop for timeouts. This is a 30-minute straight-through game, 5 penalty limit for foul out. So very fast-paced, quite frenetic sometimes.
So Nowak is through as your lead jammer. The Polish blockers returning to the track. Beautiful hit there by Bagley, taking off Photon Torpedo as he tried to reset around turn 4.
In the meantime, Nowak just shrugging off a hit coming into turn 1 and using it to speed his way around on a scoring pass. You see Nowak entering the pack there, sliding a little bit and deciding to call off the jam. This floor, I have been told throughout the day by players, is very slippery. If you've been watching the stream over on track 2, the floor is comparatively much stickier because, you know, we like to make it a little bit different. You know, change your wheels in between games.
Yeah, you've got time. Wait, no you haven't. It's that wonderful sport court.
Speaking of wheels, I mean, where would wheels be without bearings? And we are very grateful to have our penalty box sponsored by Cheese Ball Bearings. Do check them out online if you are in need of new things that make your wheels go round. And why wouldn't you be? Track Driver and Pika, active jammers for their respective teams. You can see Track Driver just working laterally around Poland at the moment, breaking them up, taken to the out, reset all the way back. Oh, and just sneaks round there like some kind of ninja jammer. Must be wearing some kind of invisibility cloak because nobody clocked him, and he is lead.
I'll be honest, I was watching him on the outside being reset, and I didn't see him come back on track. Sarah in the space-time continuum.
I mean, he's just very fast, and he did a lovely little apex jump there. Now coming around on another scoring pass. Poland's getting a bit broken apart there now, resetting. Some lovely offense coming in from 308 Baltic Bastard of Germany. But Poland doing a great job of holding Track Driver and slowing his roll. and forcing him to call the jam. So real credit to Poland's defense there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've mentioned that Germany are almost sort of veterans of the Men's World Cup. This is, of course, Poland's first foray into the world of the World Cup. And you can see, as things are progressing, that they're starting to come together. You can see their walls are starting to mesh a little bit better, and that they are kind of developing. So it's really interesting to kind of see. It's almost a throwback to sort of Japan in the first World Cup and seeing how they progressed.
I mean, that is the wonderful thing about the World Cup, as you say, like it's about the development of players. And this is a great opportunity for Special K of Poland to develop. It's his first time with the start of this game. And whilst Psycho Crusher is lead for Germany, Special K being very tenacious, pushing through those German blockers. Takes a little bit of a lie down. Why wouldn't you? Derby's very tiring. Stands back up again. 2 to beat at the front now. 3 as Germany reform.
Special K pushing the whole of the German pack there over on turn 2 to complete that initial pass.
And Psycho Crusher is being told to run the jam, so maybe we'll see Special K put some points on the board.
If not points, then we're just going to see him throw some massive hits.
It's like playing Skittles, but with humans. Some great one-on-one blocking going on there from Germany around Special K. In the meantime, Psycho Crusher just lapping Poland with comparative ease. Doesn't even look out of breath, does he? Ridiculous.
Doesn't it make you sick? Just in the best possible way. I'm like, you disgust me because you're so brilliant. It just rage.
I believe, and I'm sure I will have this confirmed in a second, that this is now the biggest jam of the game so far, 23 points and counting.
And Special K has picked up a cutting penalty, so he's going to take a seat in that cheese ball bearing penalty box. However, that was a brilliant takeoff and recycle by Jay Liddell. .28 jam in the end.
That's quite a lot of points. That
is.
Seems excessive. It's very good. Very good points. Well done. Poland at 5, Germany at 83. So I did say this was going to be like a contentious game, and it is. The track, the score does not reflect what is happening on track right now.
So it looks like we're just going to have a brief timeout. What I'm loving, although I wish we didn't require it, was that our officials are being so incredibly on it in terms of potential head injuries and just making sure that everybody is okay. Special K took a tumble during that last jam. Looks like he may have hit his head. So the officials are ensuring that he's getting seen by the medics to make sure there's nothing gone awry. In
the meantime, a lovely, just really well-drilled offensive line sweep there again from Germany. Mahatma Bronson, lead jammer in the black and gold. And you see on your screen there, Poland's 2 blockers re-entering track. Lovely little hop over there to try to... Oh, sorry, forgive me. It's the Polish jammer and a blocker who re-entered track there.
Yeah, I think the jammer's trying to sneak in behind the blocker, do the old kind of confusio.
Ah, the well-known roller derby spell, confusio.
Yes, yeah.
And look, we're having bodies all over the floor in coming into turn 3 at the moment. Mahatma Bronson really struggling against this Polish wall. Offense coming in from Gary Bagley. But absolute credit to Poland here. I mean, he does manage to slip past, gets a little bit of a hug from Gretzky. It's all good until somebody hugs you and you fall over.
I mean, you were saying about the that kind of tumble that we had going on. Just taking a quick look at that once again. Just, it's organised chaos.
We would like to thank our replay sponsor. Replays are powered by vMix, and it is a great opportunity for us to see a few of these little highlights. And there are, of course, so many of them happening on track right now. We're just in another timeout. We've got another injury in the box. This is the team's second game of the day, so there's bound to be a bit tired. It is obviously a contact sport, so there is some injury trouble here for Poland. 2 blockers on track for Poland. Nowak with a quick lead for Germany.
Meanwhile, Photon Torpedo looking for the outside line, taking a big hit from number 308, Baltic Bastard, resetting him back. Quick recovery, though, sees him already completed that initial pass.
And Torpedo, no opportunity to score in that jam, despite making it out of the pack. And on that replay, we are seeing just a couple of big falls there on the far straightaway. This floor is very, very slippery. You really have to bounce back up.
I was going to say, it looks glossy.
And we're having another timeout. This is the 3rd or 4th timeout we've had this game, which could be pretty significant because the clock does not stop. Special K, although you can't see on the screen, is now returning to his bench. I imagine he will have to sit out 3 jams, which is the standard for having experienced an injury. You do have to sit out 3 jams just to make sure you are A-OK, ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like this one is a team timeout that's been called by Poland.
Each team can call 1 timeout in these 30-minute straight-through games. There are no official reviews. And it is a 5 penalty foul out. So we will try to keep you apace vaguely of when there are penalty heavy jams, because they could be significant. We had a few foul outs earlier in the day. When we get on to the full length 60-minute standard games, the normal penalty foul out limit will apply. But you know, this is the first day, so throw the rules out the window, play for 30 minutes, 5 penalty limit. So we're going to have Psycho Crusher and Pika on the line. Psycho Crusher for Germany, Pika for Poland. Battle of the Peas.
Psycho Crusher stepping close up to that jammer line.
And he only has 2 to beat, and he does so with what looks like ease, but I'm sure it's not. Nice little close shot there of Psycho Crusher coming around on his first scoring pass.
Pika completing
that inside line. Just wide open for Psycho Crusher. Pika just working away with 1 to be at the front. Does make it out of the pack for Poland.
So that's points on the board for Poland for the first time in quite a while.
Germany really upping the momentum now. Psycho Crusher has just been lapping these Polish blockers and comes slamming into them, takes a bit of a fall, stays in bounds, gets back up. So he's obviously calls the jam.
Points on the board for both teams in that scoring pass.
We're seeing a bit of the replay there. He does get back up, and as you can see, very impressively managed to stay in bounds, but that was a big, big hit that he took. We have Photon Torpedo with a lead for Poland. That is Poland's first lead for, as you can tell, quite some time. And goodness me, Photon Torpedo really living up to his name as he shoots through that pack with very little resistance.
Okay, so Track Diver was looking for an apex jump there on turn 2. Landed it, but trailed a foot, causing himself to pick up a cut penalty. So we're now in power jam territory for Team Poland.
And I think this is the first power jam since maybe about jam 2 or 3. That's my instinctive feeling. Photon Torpedo already with 4 points on the board for Poland so far this jam. So it could be Poland's biggest jam in a while if he manages to complete another scoring pass, but he decides to call the jam. However, Track Diver had left the penalty box in the dying seconds of that jam, so no power start for Poland, but 8 points on the board for the team in white and red. That was Poland's biggest jam of the game so far. And I think Photon Torpedo has put up the majority of the points as well. I think he's put up at least 12, if I'm just reaching into my brain for those statistics. Could be wrong. Not great with numbers.
It sounds like it's on the right path.
It sounds correct, doesn't it? Let's go with that. So Pika and Mahatma Bronson jamming, and Mahatma Bronson super quick out of the box there, or out of the gate, I should say, for Germany with lead.
Pika just knocked off on the outside. Quick reform, reset onto the track. Sorry, picks up the initial pass. No pass, no penalty. So it looks like past somebody out of bounds. Bronson being told pointedly to call the jam from his bench.
Call it off now. Do what you're told. Germany have broken the century mark in the last couple of jams, so score now nice, even differential. 110 to Germany, 20 to Poland, so that is a 90-point differential. That's maths, right? 90 points? Yes, I did maths, and I did it correctly. I'm always really pleased with myself when I do that. Radar for Poland wearing the star now, up against Nowak. And we're seeing Nowak there on the out. Nice little dip and dive. Thought Poland had his number there for a second as they took the back line, but no such luck.
Massive hit there, I do believe, from Gregski, laying out one of those German blockers. Pack moving at a reasonable pace as they come round to that first straightaway once again.
I love that, a reasonable pace.
Well, they're not pootling, they're not racing.
Just ambling along on their 8 wheels. It's only the World Cup. It's all right, chaps, let's slow it down.
In your own time, kids, in your own time.
I know what you mean. Pack is speeding up a little bit, and I think Germany are going to have the advantage here. But at the same time, there are literally no walls on track at the moment. We've forgotten that in roller derby there are walls sometimes. No walls, just individual bricks. Tiny constructions of one brick.
If it helps with the memory, it's the buddy system. Find a buddy.
Find your buddy and stay with them.
Touch 2 people.
Just while we're lining up for the next jam, we'd like to thank another of our sponsors very quickly, Bruised Skate News. Bruised skate straps. Skates just don't fit quite right. Don't let foot or heel slippage mess with your game. Check out Bruised skate straps. They wrap around your boot and plate to keep your feet in place so you can improve agility. Be better with Bruised skate straps. Check them out at bruisedsn.com/.
Now that was a devastating hit on Photon Torpedo. From the angle that we had, it looked like he had a clear run down the inside line, but out of nowhere popped a German blocker, swept him right into the infield. And
we had Poland trying to replicate that on the apex as he just kind of slid in. But no such luck. Track Diver with a beautiful apex jump, so lovely and controlled, round for 5 points. Now on your screen you see him re-entering the apex, takes one blocker down, falls down himself, resets up against the Polish tripod. Oh, that German inside line sweep is so well disciplined. I think that's the most consistent offensive strategy I've seen so far today. They've used it 3 or 4 times now. They're about to use it again. And it's classic, it's predictable, but it's so well done. Or did I speak too soon? If they stopped doing it well. Come on, Germany, do it again, like I was saying it was doing really well.
Don't make us look like liars. That was also a power jam for Germany. Photon Torpedo had picked up a cutting penalty around turn 1.
And we're seeing a replay, once again powered by VMix. We're very grateful for all the replays they're providing us with on the stream. But yeah, sorry, I was so overexcited I didn't even notice the power jam because I was just looking at Track Diver just doing his thing. He's quite good on skates.
He's all right, isn't he?
He's distinctly average, or just above average. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
We have Pika and who is it?
It's Bronson, Mahatma Bronson. However, the news right now is that Pika is your lead jammer. Mahatma Bronson, star in hand at the moment on turn 1, is having some big hits dealt his way.
I think this is only the 3rd lead jam that Poland has had, and we're on jam 17, so massive credit to Pika there for picking up lead, and he has picked up a grand slam on that last scoring pass. Germany now resetting, recycling him back, as you can see on your screen there, just past the pivot line. Pika looking at his bench, going, shall I run it, shall I call it? No. And decides to call it. Did he manage to prevent Germany from scoring any points?
He did.
He did. Well done. Well done, Pika. So 5 points on the board there for Poland. I was about to say we have a 2-point game, but it's a 102-point game. I didn't see the one in front of Germany's score. Sorry, Poland.
I think they're just happy to be here.
Oh, I mean, why wouldn't you be? This is the best game in the world, and it's the World Cup. So, Nowak and Photon Torpedo, and Nowak is getting really quite good at just getting lead jammer within about 2.5 seconds. Photon Torpedo being drawn back. You can see on the screen there, Germany wall just moving to stay with the pack. Some offense being offered up by 33 of Germany.
Gregski there was right in the thick of the German pack, trying to break it up, offering the offense. Saw the jammer come in, went, hold on a minute, just keep here. I'm going to try and take him out as well.
And why not? Multitasking.
Gotta love a quick switch from O to D.
And you can see on your screen there, Nowak just working nice and patiently past those Polish blockers, picking them off one by one. That's been something that's been quite characteristic of the kind of newer teams today, is that they tend to split apart quite easily, which sometimes is an excellent strategy if you're going to stretch out the pack, but it's really not playing in Poland's favour right now, as Germany's jammers can just find the holes very easily. Nice little hit out there by the Polish blockers, push Nowak to the out, forcing him to call the jam.
However, didn't manage to call it in time. Nowak not picking up any points for Germany in that one, and 1 point on the board for in that pass. I misspoke.
I was going to say, I'm sure there were some points.
Definitely no points in those laps. Nothing.
It looks like this is going to be possibly the last jam. Look at how quickly has that gone by. My goodness me. Something, time flies, something, having fun. Special K back in action after that earlier injury, wearing the star for Poland for the jam that will close out this game. He's up against Mahatma Bronson for Germany. Could it be a lead for Special K? He's at the front of the pack. Oh, Bronson is looking at that inside. Oh, see, I spoke too soon. Bronson, characteristic lead for Germany. Special K really trying to work past that German 2 wall who are holding lovely and strong, now being braced coming into turn 3. And some great reforming there from Poland.
Nice little clip off there on that apex from Lil Joker, recycling Mahatma Bronson. But however, possibly not the right choice, gave Bronson the space that he needed. We've had ourselves a star pass.
We've got ourselves a star pass too, Little Joker. First star pass we've seen in a while as well. Might as well use it in the last jam. Oh, but that dip and dive on the outside from Bronson is just so well executed. You can't do anything to stop it.
Lil Joker, one blocker left to pass. Bagley joining up front.
42 seconds on the clock. You've got to ask, is Bronson just going to run this one out, or is he going to do this pass and go, do you know what, I'd quite like a beer now? Great hold there from Poland, forcing Bronson to reset in the far straightaway. Comes up against that tripod, breaks through one. Pack now nice and tight, being broken apart gradually.
Mahatma Bronson nearly out. Special K getting a final dig.
Is Little Joker going to manage any points for Poland in this last jam? Oh, he did!
Got the full 4.
Oh, he got 4 points! Oh, I'm so pleased for him! I don't mean that to sound patronising, it's just you really, really want people to get points in this game. You just really want it to happen. I'm really pleased Poland got points in that last jam.
And that was a hard jam.
That was tough and grinding. You know, good for Little Joker, taking that star pass and literally running with it. And our final unofficial score is 160 to Germany, closing out on a 14-point jam, and 34 to Poland with 4 points picked up there after effecting a star pass. What a great game. Really, really fantastic from both teams.
Absolutely, and yeah, that is our official final score, as Snatch has just said. Brilliant work by both teams.
Absolutely, like you get a nice shot of Poland there. I mean, it's their first World Cup.
Yeah.
You know, putting points on the board. Oh, we've got a nice little sign there, pierogi power, I love it. And there's Team Germany looking quite characteristically quite chilled out, quite solid, going kind of, yes, well done chaps. But inside they must be really, really chuffed to have put a win on the board after quite a significant loss earlier today.
Absolutely. Fantastic work by both teams. Fantastic work by our officials as well. Everything's just been so on point today. We've still got so much action for you folks, both here on the Roller Derby City track and over on the M14 Industries track. I'm just going to bring up the information about what we've got next.
I know that Scotland are playing Colombia over on track 2 at 6:15, but we will have another game on this track at 6 o'clock. So Snoogans is just finding out who that is for us. In the meantime, we're getting a nice little shot there of Germany. Oh, Snoogans.
It's going to be a good one.
Well, I mean, all of these games are good ones, Snoogans.
Fair point. Canada v Mexico.
Canada versus Mexico, so the last round of this grouping.
Yeah.
So that should be a cracking one to watch. I mean, we are spoiling you with these 2 tracks this weekend, or this 4-day tournament, I should say. So if you know somebody who should be watching this and who doesn't have a pass, tell them that they are very silly and make them give us money, or give MRDWC money.
And I mean, if they're on the fence, tune in tonight, Facebook Live. The official review, it's outside the paywall. We'll be giving you a roundup of everything that's happened today, a nice little show reel of some of the wonderful things, reverse Pegasus, and you can see what we've been doing all day and think, actually, yeah, this is worth my hard-earned cash.
Absolutely it is, and we are expecting 3 more days of wonderful roller derby, so do stick with us. And we're just seeing Poland go around for the high fives with massive smiles on those lovely faces. They should be really proud of themselves. That was a wonderful game to call. Thank you very much for calling it with me, and thank you people at home for sticking with us. I'm the Golden Snatch.
I'm Snoogans.
Our producer has been Battered Sausage, and we are really, really grateful to be here at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2018 in Barcelona. Stay with us, and we will see you later.
Thanks very much.